Number 1. Kin Porsche. The second son of a mafia boss, Kin Tharn, is fleeing from an enemy when he meets Porsche, an enterprising young bartender. Porsche agrees to help defend Kin from his attackers for a price. Porsche's martial arts skills impress, and spurred on by his father, Kin seeks to hire Porsche as one of his personal bodyguards. Porsche is opposed and rejects Kin's offer despite his attempts at intimidation. It isn't until Porsche's family home and his ability to care for his brother are threatened that he acquiesces and moves on to the Tharn property. It's not a smooth transition into the unorthodox, violent job, and his relationship with Kin vacillates between strained and playful. When his feelings for Kin take an unexpected turn, his work becomes even more high stakes. Number 2. Not Me. Black and White are twins with a powerful connection. After their parents' separation, though White's father took him abroad, their family effectively severed in two. It isn't until 15 years have passed that White, now grown, returns to Thailand. One day, seemingly from nowhere, White feels an agony like death. He recovers in the hospital, but they're unable to determine the cause. Then he picks up a call from a childhood friend, Todd. Todd tells him that Black is in a coma following a vicious attack, and he learns that Black is in a motorcycle gang. Unable to endure the harm done to his brother in silence, and suspecting it was one of Black's close friends, Sean, Graham, or Yuck, who betrayed him, White disguises himself as Black to root out the traitor. But White doesn't know his brother as well as he thought. He's not behaving like the Black Sean knows, distrustful and uncaring about the feelings of others. Sean's suspicious. The difference gets under Sean's skin and makes him feel things he shouldn't. Number 3. To My Star 2, Our Untold Stories. After his career took a steady turn for the worse, one of South Korea's brightest stars, Kang Seo-joon, was afraid he might never be happy again. That after a chance meeting brings the talented chef Han Ji-woo into his life, Seo-joon was certain his luck was about to change. Despite their differences in personality, the chef and the celebrity found themselves unable to resist the other's charms. Head over heels for each other, Seo-joon and Ji-woo believed they had finally found their happily ever after. But their happiness turns out to be short-lived when one of them disappears, leaving nothing but a note behind. Lost without the other, will these two star-crossed lovers find a way back to each other, or has their fairy tale romance truly come to an end? Number 4. A Tale of Thousand Stars. After a volunteer teacher Thorfinn dies in a tragic accident, her heart is transplanted into Cheon. Cheon learns about his donor's life through a series of diary entries that reveal her secrets and interests. Included is her promise to count 1,000 stars with Chief Forest Officer Fufo. Cheon decides to follow in Thorfinn's footsteps and fulfill her promise. Now new volunteer teacher himself, Cheon attempts to befriend Fufo, who initially gives him the cold shoulder. As the two grow steadily closer, Cheon notices his new heart beats quickly whenever he's near the officer. Much like the heart's previous owner, Cheon cannot help but fall for Fufo. Treading on dangerous ground, can he still go through with the 1,000-star promise? Number 5. Cutie Pie. The sons of two companies were engaged to each other. One doesn't want an arranged marriage while the other wants to win him over. Meet Hya Leon and Cutie Karate soon. Number 6. Semantic Carer. Chu Sang-woo is a junior computer science majoring student who prizes reason, rules, and a rigid sense of what is right above all else. As part of his university work, he is told to work on a group project for the liberal arts, whereby the group is required to make a final presentation in order to pass the module. But as the rest of the group, whom he knows nothing about, have decided to leave him to do all the work on his own, he decides to remove their names and make the presentation in his name. But little did he know that when he did this, he would deal a heavy blow to the academic prospects of a senior student named Jang Jae-young. The latter, a design major, is Chu Sang-woo's polar opposite. He is stylish, fun-loving, and, above all, extraordinarily popular. He is the closest thing the college has to a superstar. But when his credit for the liberal arts project is taken away, his grand plans to study abroad are suddenly thrown up in the air. He seeks out Chu Sang-woo and is of a mind to torment him. But when the duo is forced to work together, a strange attraction starts to develop between them. Number 7. Dad Buddy. Ever since they were young, Prawn and Pat's families had a deep and raging rivalry, trying to one-up each other on everything. This also extended towards their sons. Comparing their sons' achievements and merits, whether it be academic or extracurricular, the two families left no stones unturned to outshine and gloat in front of the other. It was almost like rivalry was passed down as a family heirloom, and the two boys became rivals as well. Until they grew tired and became friends. Really good friends. However, because of their family's rivalry, their friendship had to be kept under wraps. And so began a journey of secret friendship. And then perhaps a sweet secret romance. Number 8. My beautiful man. 17-year-old Kira, who is at the bottom of the class, tries to remain invisible at school, never wanting to open his mouth and expose his stuttering speech to his classmates. He views the world through his camera lens, detached, until one day Kyo-soo walks through the classroom door. The impact is instantaneous. Kira finds himself pulled into Kyo's gravity, following him everywhere and attending to his every need. Popularity comes easily to beautiful Kyo, always surrounded by his classmates. He uses his status to get what he wants, ordering around the boy who stares at him with his big eyes and seems to worship him like a god. Kira contents himself to merely exist within Kyo's orbit, asking for nothing in return. Number 9. Tharn type. Type T-What is a handsome freshman with a passion for soccer and spicy food. Although he's a friendly boy, he hates gay people because, in his childhood, he was molested by a man. His life turns upside down when the new academic year of college brings along a charismatic roommate, Tharn Kirigan. Tharn is a gorgeous, compassionate music major who is also openly gay. When Type learns this, he is determined to make Tharn leave the dorm, as he won't live with a gay person. Tharn is equally determined not to give in to Type's homophobic tantrums, with a gay guy and a homophobic guy that have to share a small space together for the rest of the year. What can possibly be the outcome of their story? Hatred? Or maybe love? Number 10. Light on Me. Taekyung is a 18-year-old high school student. He is also a lifelong loner. But one day, he starts questioning his own judgment and tells a teacher that he no longer wishes to be alone. The problem is, he has no idea how to start going about making new friends. The teacher advises him to join the school's student council. He agrees, but discovers that making friends may be harder than it seems. He meets the vice president of the council, Shin-woo, who is cool and level-headed, but also somewhat cold toward him and reluctant to accept Taekyung. However, he also meets the super attractive president of the council, Dawn, who appears to take an instant shine to him. The beginnings of a romance appear to be in the cards for Dawn and Taekyung, but Shin-woo does not seem to approve. Matters are further complicated by the fact that Dawn's close female friend, who secretly loves Dawn, is jealous of their closeness and attempts to drive a wedge between them.